Hello again, my lovelies. Pirate Scum Gaming here, and today I'm bringing you a rare treat, a ground build. Today we're going to be talking about my Covert Drone Ripper build. This is an awesome ground build. It does a lot of damage. It absolutely tears up the enemy. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, we're going to start with the core of this. We're going to start first off with the kit frame. For this, I'm using the Ryzian kit frame. This is the OG Ryzian kit frame from the summer event from a few years ago. There's a volcanologist one they came out with, but don't get that one. Get this one. This is the better of the two. Excuse me. Pro tip, if you're going to re-engineer it, do so before you upgrade it, because once you upgrade it, you cannot re-engineer it the way it should be. So always make sure you re-engineer this for K-Perf before you upgrade it. So as you can see, it gives me just about 32 weapon proficiency, a massive 127.5 kit performance, as well as 30% ranged weapon damage. Increased by the number of summer kit modules equipped. And I am using one of the summer kit modules, which I will get into momentarily. For armor, I am using Burnham's CQC armor from the Discovery Reputation. This comes in two different flavors. It comes in a standard armor. It also comes in an EV suit. Both of them have the exact same stats. So I highly recommend getting both. That way you have the regular armor and the UV suit readily handy. Next up, we have the Nakul Temporal Operative Personal Shield. This is the best personal shield in the game at the moment. This comes from the mission Temporal Front. The reason we are using this is the two-piece Agents Training, so let's go and take a look at that. Agents Training plus 2% crit chance, plus 30% crit severity. That is why this is so good. It also allows you to get the shroud effect that the annoying not cool NPCs use when you try to shoot them. That gives you a chance to heal yourself up and let the enemy shoot at your little shrouded clones. For ground weapons, something a little unorthodox. I am using the Section 31 Heavy Phaser Rifle. This was an event reward from several years ago. Currently, I believe it is available to you in the Phoenix box. And the reason I'm using this is because this procs the Covert Assault Drone. And you will see that in the upcoming bug hunt that I ran. So long as the secondary fire mode of this weapon is active, it is a beam sweep that sweeps 180 degrees across the room. So long as that is active, the Covert Assault Drone will fire. And let me tell you, that little assault drone does a hell of a lot of damage. And it just absolutely rips enemies apart. And for the secondary weapon, I am using the Nakul Temporal Operative Assault Weapon, again from Temporal Front. And again, this is part of the Agents Training two-piece. Basically, you set and forget it. For devices, I am using Large Weakness Finder. This is from your ground weapon R&D. So let's go take a look at that. Wrong switch. And here it is. As you can see, expose chance and exploit damage. Plus 25% chance to expose for 10 seconds, plus 25% increased exploit damage for 10 seconds. This is a hidden little gem. I don't think a lot of people use it, but I found it quite handy for this build. This is available once you reach level 10 of your ground weapon R&D. Next up, I am using the Large Kit Overbooster. This is available to you in your Kit and Modules R&D School, available at level 10. Plus 25 kit performance. So the way that I have this set up is that as soon as this comes off cooldown, I smash it. This is very important for keeping your kit modules up and ready all the time. Alright, next up for the ground devices, probably one of the best ground devices in the game right now, the miniaturized Elachi Walker. This guy, he's cool. I like this guy. He does a hell of a lot of damage, and he just absolutely obliterates anything he hits. This is a great ground pet. He stays in combat so long as you're in combat. So he'll stay with you quite a long time. Next up is the Rainbow Tribble. This was available to you from the Summer Ryzian Festival. You know, if you don't have this, you got an option. You can also use the Gambling Device, which is available to you in the Lobby Store or the Exchange. This gives you crit chance and crit buff. If you win, you get plus 10 crit chance, plus 10 crit severity, and plus 15 dodge. Now, if you lose, you get bad luck. Minus 10% crit chance, minus 10% crit severity, and minus 15 dodge. So it's a 50-50 if you win or lose. Like I always say, options are a good thing. And now something, I think Augie turned me on to this. This is the Elite Power Cell Anti-Proton Carrier Wave. This is from your Omega reputation. It adds 7.5 anti-proton damage to attacks and plus 20 crit severity bonus for 5 minutes. That is, 5 minutes is a long time, really. So yeah, this is an excellent consumable. I think people have forgotten that this is even there. I forgot that this is even here. So hopefully you guys are going to be able to use this and do yourselves a favor. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at my kit modules. I'm using Universal Kit Module Mud's Time Device, available to you from the Discovery reputation. Apply an effect lasting 30 seconds that protects you from death. Basically, this helps keep kit modules up all the time. Using a kit module during the effect recharges other kit modules by 15% of the used module's recharge time. Now, there's a way to really proc this. That's this. Adapt. Now, for tactical tunes, you're going to want to use motivation. Mud's motivation is the preferred method for tactical, and for science and engineering, like I am, adapt is the one that helps proc this. So basically, there's a certain order you got to activate it in. You hit Mud's, then you hit adapt, you hit your kit modules, and you'll eventually, as often as you can hit adapt, that's going to recharge these all the faster. And now, adapt has some very useful things on it. On the first affected ally taking damage, all affected allies gain immunity to that type of damage. So basically, this is a immunity buff. The more you activate this, the more things you're going to be immune from damage from. Very handy in combat. Especially if you're doing things like Bug Hunt Elite, it keeps the bug splooge from hurting you. It's the best way I can really describe that white crap that they spit on you. It's that. Anyway. Next up is one of the reasons of this video. The Covert Assault Drone. This is available to you on the Exchange. Deploy a drone for 20 seconds that fires whenever you deal damage with a weapon attack. Like I said, the reason I'm using that Section 31 rifle is for its secondary fire mode. It sweeps the room for 180 degrees in front of you, so as long as that is doing damage, your Covert Assault Drone is doing damage. And it does damage like you can't believe, as you will see in the upcoming parse. Next up is my old standby, Chronoton Mindbear. This helps clean up anything that gets past my Covert Assault Drone, which is not much, but still. Next up is the Engineering Kit module, Quick Fix. You're probably wondering, why are you using Quick Fix? What are you fixing? Well, let me tell you about this. Damage buff and cures debuffs. Repairs fabrications. Plus, well, it gives a good amount of hit points to fabrication and androids. But that's not why I'm using it. I'm using it, in this particular instance, because the 46.8% all ranged weapon damage for 15 seconds. And that Covert Assault and that Section 31 heavy phaser rifle is considered ranged weapon. Also, gives all damage resistance to fabrication androids, but I don't have any fabrications. And here's the other kicker we're using it for. Activating a kit ability instantly recharges secondary fire mode cooldowns for 3 seconds or 15 seconds, whatever is less. Also, 40% chance, which is quite a bit, plus 30 all damage resistance rating for the target of this. So basically, I am constantly targeting myself with Quick Fix, so I am getting constantly that plus 30 all damage resistance rating. Yeah, that's nifty. This is a sleeper kit module. I highly recommend you look into it because you know what, you can doff this as well, and we're going to get into that momentarily. And last but certainly not least is the Universal Kit module Ball Lighting. This is from the Summer Event Store. These things absolutely just destroy everything it comes in contact with. Basically, you become Raiden for a little bit with these, for those fans of Mortal Kombat. Alright, let's go ahead and look at my skills. This is the same ground skills I've been using forever and a day. Feel free to go ahead and take a screenshot right now if you want to try this out. Okay, moving on. Specializations. Now, for whenever you're doing ground, you should be using Temporal Operative and Commando. Both of these aid with kit cooldown. Let's take a look at Commando first. Now, the reason I'm using this is not only I have this braced crouch, which is a very nice heal, so as long as you're crouching, you're healing yourself if the need requires it. Next up, I have This is the main event. This is what we're using it for. Resilient Power Cells. Reduce cooldown on all secondary fire modes. And also, Quick Draw. All your kit abilities have their cooldowns reduced by a percentage of their base recharge times. So, Quick Draw 2 gives you 20%. Resilient Power Cells 3 gives you 25% for your secondary fire mode recharge. And believe me, you want that secondary fire mode up all the time for that Section 31 heavy phaser rifle. That way you're doing the absolute maximum amount of damage with your Covert Assault Drone. Also, you have the Juggernaut system. This is actually kind of cool. See, I don't use it so much for the Juggernaut shielding because shields don't mean that much in game, period, anywhere. There's a lot of things that'll destroy your shields in a heartbeat. What we're actually using for is the Juggernaut armor plating. Plus 10 Juggernaut armor plating 1 is 10 all damage resistance rating and 10% maximum hit points. Juggernaut armor plating 2 plus 20 all damage resistance rating and 20% maximum hit points. So it turns you into an absolute monster on ground. So let's go ahead and look at ground trade. For this particular build, I am using Creative Kit Performance, not much to talk about there. Field Technician, Kit Readiness, again, pretty self-explanatory. These two come with just about with everybody. Next up, available from the exchange is the Infinity Box, Hive Mind, 2% bonus all damage per teammate in 20 meters. So on a team of 5, that's 10% bonus all damage. Dulce et Decorum Est, again available from the exchange or the Infinity Box, 10% bonus all damage. Bonus swaps to plus 20 damage resistance rating upon being knocked unconscious, which that rarely happens. The only bad thing is that it resets on map move. Next up, Sniper, also available on the Exchange or the Infinity Box. Bonus damage for all weapons based on range. Plus 5% bonus at 20 meters, up to 25% bonus at 40 meters. So yeah, this is excellent for a ranged weapon ground build or using ranged weapons on the ground. I highly recommend this. Next up, upgraded gear. This is from the Exchange. Kit performance by defeating foes. 2.5 kit performance on defeating a foe, stacks up to 50, resets on map move or being defeated. Technophile. This is the trait from level 15 of your kit R&D. To self, 100 kit performance. That is massive. Do yourself a favor. Get your kit R&D up to level 15 so you're going to unlock this awesome trait. Soldier. This comes with everybody. 5% bonus ranged weapon damage. 10% ranged weapon crit severity. Adaptive offense from the Exchange or the Infinity Box. Gain 2.7% crit chance on critically striking. 0.9% crit chance becomes 3% crit severity for 10 seconds. Max 9% crit severity. And last but certainly not least, Space Explorer is a great gig. This is from the Lobby store. This is 200 Lobby. This came out with the lower decks things. Kit performance equal to 20% of kit readiness. Yeah, this is amazing. If you get the chance and you have 200 Lobby sitting around gathering dust, get this. I highly recommend it. For the ground reputation, we are using miniaturized chronocapacitor for the kit module ability recharge. Personal energy amplifier, bonus kit damage. This is from the temporal rep. This is from the Iconian rep. This one is from the Dyson rep. Deadly aim, 20% crit severity. From the Gamma reputation, we have magnified armaments. And from the Romulan reputation, 5% crit hit chance from lethality. As for active ground reputation, I particularly like to use one little ship, which calls in a little mini runabout, do some damage. Get a piezo electric perimeter snare. This is pretty good for keeping enemies from running away from you. And it deals some electrical damage as well. Medical nanite cloud for an instant oh shit heal. Also for an instant heal, Defiance. That is from the Dyson rep. This is from the Omega rep. And from the Delta rep, we have concussive tachyon emission. It helps destroy enemy shields. Alright, let's go ahead and look at duty officers. For this particular build, I am using Neil Falconer. He is available from an event from quite some time ago, but he's also available to you in the Phoenix box. He's a ground warfare specialist, ground increased damage versus Borg. He serves double duty. He also works for space. You have Hlox here, Nolox. I don't know, Mr. Potato Head. He is my assault squad officer. Chance for stacking crit chance buff on firing ranged weapons. You have Vasad, who is also my assault squad officer. Again, stacking crit chance on firing ranged weapons. The automated personnel unit, the APU. This is from the Phoenix box. Doubles chance to expose target. He is extremely good for ground. I highly recommend him. We have Shijech, my Suliban damage control engineer. This is that DOFF I was talking about for quick fix. Gives a minor resistance buff to any target of your quick fix. 40% chance plus 30 all damage resistance rating for 15 seconds. And last but not least, we have this guy here. He, she, it, not really sure. He's my explosive. This one's my explosive expert. Chance to disable weapons with chronoton mines. So that's pretty much the ground build that I'm using for this. From here, we're going to go run into that Bug Hunt Elite so I can demonstrate this build, show it off, show how it works. And from there, we will take a look at the Parse Explanation. So sit tight, sit back, relax. Here comes the Bug Hunt. I'll catch you on the flip side. Okay, now that was a great run. We stomped those bugs flatter than 4 o'clock. Alright, as usual, I am at James Bryce. And this build did 1.35k. Now that ain't nothing to sneeze at. That is fantastic for just a build I put together. I did not anticipate doing that well. So yeah, this build got the job done. Kept running along with me. We have Inara 666, also known as Chaos, my good friend, did 838k, well done. We have the grumpy old Nord, who is a fellow streamer and content creator. Go check him out, Grumpy Old Nord on Twitch. We did this live on his stream, and Grumpy pulled 595k. That's pretty damn good. Good job, Grumpy. Also along is my very good friend Mikey213, also known as Mad Dog Mikey, another content creator and Stowe streamer. Go check him out on Twitch, Mad Dog Mikey. And when you do, tell him old JB sent you. Also along with this run as the Papa Tart, also known as Big Papa Tart, another Stowe content creator and streamer. He did 492. Almost 493k. And Mikey here did 628k. Well done, gentlemen. Well done. And like I said, if you gone over to Twitch, check these gentlemen out. Big Papa Tart, Mad Dog Mikey, and Grumpy Old Nord. Tell them old JB sent you. And give them hell. Alright, so let's do a little deep dive into this build. Okay, max one hit for this build was 165, 726. Alright, I take that back. Never mind, I'm hallucinating. Max one hit, 9,801 from my pets. Chronoton Mine Barrier, 6k. Covert Assault Drone. He did about 1,560k. A little less than I would have liked him to. But hey, you got the job done, you know what I mean? Beam Sweep. This is that secondary fire mode from the Section 31 rifle. almost 7,700 max one hit. That's damn good. That is damn good. Seeking bolt setting. This is also a Section 31 rifle. That did just about 2K max one hit. Very good. And as far as DPS, that did about 93 DPS. Beam sweep did about 175. Covert assault drone. That did good here. It's 272. 329 from the Cronton mine barrier. 469 DPS for my pets. Here's that elite anti-proton carrier wave. This is that kit module I was talking about. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does enough to show up. So let's go ahead and take a look at my pets here. Okay, graviton spike. Alright, ball lightning, ball lightning, ball lightning, ball lightning, ball lightning, ball lightning, ball lightning. What I tell you, ball lightning just hits like a runaway truck. It does a lot of electrical damage. Like I said, it turns you into Raiden from Mortal Kombat. Also, tell me, Lachi Walker didn't do as well as I would have liked it to do, but it still showed up. So yeah, that ball lightning does insane amounts of damage for a kit module. So that being said, some final thoughts. Does this work out? Is it worth attempting this build? Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I did 1.35k DPS with it. That was completely unexpected. I didn't expect to do anything better than 800. So this was completely unexpected. And yes, I can't put this build over enough. Recommend this build. I'm going to refine this build, actually. I'm going to see if I can refine this build down a little more to really do something really good with it. So yeah, I highly recommend you guys try out this build. And please, in the comment section below, I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on this build. This build far exceeded my expectations. So yeah, 2 thumbs way up. And that pretty much does it. So, like we always say around here, don't go by the book, think like a pirate, and I'll catch you next time.
Human! Play, Damjat, human!